I found another one of Lu Maoyi's games I had missed from last year where she battled against a poor, unsuspecting grandmaster. This Stefan Djuric is of Serbia, so a Serbian grandmaster wielding the black pieces, of course, playing against Lu Maoyi. She's rated at 23.99, but she has no title at this point. So as of right now, 23.99. She's of China. Let's go ahead and get right into the chess game. Lu Maoyi begins with pawn to e4. We have c6, the Caro-Kann defense. Pawn to d4 by Lu Maoyi, and now the Caro-Kann, of course, with d5. We have the advanced variation by Lu Maoyi. I love playing this myself if I do face the Caro-Kann. The Grandmaster continues with bishop to f5, as is most common in the Caro-Kann, and knight now to f3, which is often the best move in this position by Lu Maoyi. Pawn e6 by the Grandmaster. And Lu Maoyi now goes bishop e2. I studied the Caro-Kann for a couple of weeks in order to face against my mentor. And I was telling him about it the whole time, that I was studying the Caro-Kann and I was ready for him. And so he ended up playing into the King's Gambit instead, which I love also. And so I did beat him in that game. Anyway, the Grandmaster continues with knight to e7. These are all book moves, as you can see by that little icon. And now Lu Maoyi plays pawn to c3, best move in the position. Knight now to g6 by the Grandmaster, and Lu Maoyi castles. Bishop e7 and knight e3 by Lu Maoyi. Now, in this position, previous masters have played either pawn to f6 or knight to d7 has been played. But in this position, the Grandmaster plays, what is an inaccuracy? He plays bishop to g4 here, moving his bishop for the second time in the opening, which is kind of faux pas, although he's mostly developed. I mean, he's about the castle, so he should be okay. The engine suggesting queen to b6 is the most accurate way to play, attacking the b2 pawn, but we'll continue with what actually happened on the chessboard. Lu Maoyi continues with knight b to d2, best possible move, and the Grandmaster castles. Pawn now to h3. Bishop, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Bishop? Best possible move, and the Grandmaster captures Lu Maoyi's knight. We have knight captures on f3 by Lu Maoyi, and now knight to d7 finally by the Grandmaster. Pawn to g3 by Lu Maoyi. An interesting move. I would be nervous to play such a move, kind of weakening my castle, but we'll continue with what happened on the chessboard. The Grandmaster continues with pawn to f5 here, and the engine does prefer instead pawn just to f6, saying this is an inaccuracy. We'll go ahead and continue with what happened on the chessboard. Interestingly here, you could play en passant. And Lu Maoyi does not play en passant, darn it. I did have a video actually where Magnus Carlsen lost to an en passant checkmate. Check out the links for that. Lu Maoyi plays pawn to h4, and now the Grandmaster plays pawn to h6. We have h5 by Lu Maoyi, looking to kick the knight. Knight back to h8. That's a lame square for a knight. And now Lu Maoyi plays knight to e1, which isn't a whole lot better. Grandmaster plays pawn to c5 now, and Lu Maoyi moves her knight to a better square on d3. The Grandmaster captures with c captures on d4. We have c captures on d4 by Lu Maoyi, and now knight to f7 by the Grandmaster, being called an inaccuracy and saying instead knight to b6 would be a better move. But we'll continue with what actually happened on the chessboard. We have pawn to f4 by Lu Maoyi, and now rook to c8 by the Grandmaster, pawn to g4 by Lu Maoyi. And yeah, I've been impressed with the pawn storms that Lu Maoyi has managed to pull off. This is not something that I would have played before ever seeing so many Lu Maoyi games, but I actually have won some crazy games doing similar pawn storms now. So yeah, pawn to g4 by Lu Maoyi, and now knight to b6, as the computer suggested earlier. Best possible move even now. Pawn to b3 by Lu Maoyi, and now bishop a3 by the Grandmaster. Lu Maoyi moves her queen to e1, and now queen to e7 by the Grandmaster. Queen now to G3 by white, and rook to C2 by the grandmaster. This is being called an inaccuracy, which, yeah, it's difficult to see why exactly. Saying repositioning the knight now is more important. A lot of times it is good to get your rook on this second rank if you're playing for black. That's a dangerous spot to have a rook usually for your opponent if you can keep it there. Let's see how this continues now with Miaoyi playing bishop to D1, saying, hey, bishop, I don't want you in there. Saying it would have been better to actually just offer the rook trade, but we continue. Now rook to C3, best possible move for the grandmaster. And Miaoyi plays bishop now to D2. Get lost, rook. Rook now to C6. And the engine saying it would have been better just to move him back to his home rank. But we will continue with what happened on the chessboard. Miaoyi now playing rook to f2. And we have the rooks doubling up on the c file for black with rook f to c8. And now rook to g2 by Miaoyi, looking hopefully to open and attack the g7 pawn, obviously. What will the grandmaster do about that? He plays queen f8. And Miaoyi moves her king to h. Knight now back to d8 by the grandmaster, and Miaoyi now moves her bishop to f3. Rook now to c2 once again by the grandmaster, and Miaoyi puts her rook on g1. We have Alekine's gun on the board. Grandmaster Alekine, fourth world champion, I believe. I used to favor this sort of artillery. This is just brutal looking. Anyway, we continue with the grandmaster responding with rook 8 to c7, pawn to g5 by Miaoyi, really looking to rip open the position. We have knight now to f7 by the grandmaster, and Miaoyi plays g captures on h6. We have knight captures on h6 by the grandmaster, and now Miaoyi plays knight to c5 here. Best possible move in the position, breaking the communication of the rooks, an interference maneuver. The grandmaster plays queen to f7, and this is a mistake. He should not have played this. He should have instead played rook captures d2, rook captures bishop, and we'll take a look at that variation. So instead, Djuric should have captured the bishop on d2, and then best move for white would be, of course, to capture back with rook captures d2. Black should then play bishop captures c5. We would have d captures c5 by white. We would have queen captures c5 by black. And now rook to g2 would be the best play for white. And this would not be a great position for black, but it would be better than the one that the grandmaster was going to face on the chessboard with the moves that he did make. So instead, the grandmaster played queen to d7, and we continue. We have the best possible move in the position by Miaoyi, queen to g5. Now, king h7 by the grandmaster. Might have been better to capture the knight, but this is about as good as you're going to get for black in this position. Miaoyi continues with queen now to g4 with check. We have queen captures queen on g4 by the grandmaster. Pawn captures queen on g4 by Miaoyi, and now king back to g8 by the grandmaster. Miaoyi now plays knight captures on e6. And now we have rook 7 to c6 by the grandmaster. Miaoyi plays the best possible move, knight to d8. And now we have rook 6 to c7 by the grandmaster. Miaoyi brings her bishop to a5 now, attacking the loose knight. And the grandmaster plays rook captures on g2. Miaoyi plays rook captures on g2 as well. And the grandmaster plays rook to c1 check, king h2 by white, king f8, knight to e6, and king back to g8. Miaoyi advances her king to g3, and now rook back to c6 by the grandmaster, threatening the knight. Miaoyi captures a knight on b6, and the grandmaster recaptures with a captures b6. We have bishop captures d5. You have to forgive me, like the corner of the board is behind the microphone there. It's hard to get this kind of set up right. We have rook now to c3 check by the grandmaster, and bishop back to f3 by Miaoyi. Knight now to g4 by the grandmaster. a seemingly outstanding outpost. And Lu Miaoyi advances her pawn to d5. We have a hopeful queen on the board. Knight to e3 by the Grandmaster. And Lu Miaoyi plays rook to e2, best possible move. Knight f1 check by the Grandmaster. Lu Miaoyi moves her king back to g2. And now knight to e3 by the Grandmaster. King f2 by Lu Miaoyi, and now knight d1 by the Grandmaster. King back to g3 by Lu Miaoyi, and bishop b4 by the Grandmaster. Lu Miaoyi now advances her hopeful pawn to d6, and now rook to c3 by the Grandmaster. Rook c2 by Lu Miaoyi, now threatening checkmate. As these squares are taken away, just a back rank checkmate. You can check out my video on back rank checkmates. We have bishop e1 check by the Grandmaster and king back to h2 by Lu Miaoyi. Now knight to c3 and now Lu Miaoyi plays bishop to e2, attacking the rook. We have rook to e3 by the Grandmaster, although bishop to g3 check would have been a stronger way to play. And Lu Miaoyi plays pawn to d7, and you may know what that icon over the white king means. He is the new king. He has won. The Grandmaster resigned the game to young Lu Miaoyi. So, yeah, she was 11 when she played this game. But, yeah, so Stefan Djuric of Serbia resigns to the 11-year-old Lu Miaoyi, Chinese Lu Miaoyi. Yeah, and there's really nothing to be done here. It's mate in 6. So there's a couple different ways that the mate in 6 could have occurred, but the Grandmaster would have to do all kinds of just spite checks, really. Might start off with something like bishop to g3 check, king g2, and then the bishop would need to move to h4, preventing the pawn from moving to d8. We'd have knight to g5 by white would be best, and then rook to g3 would prolong things for the longest. King now to h2, and then rook to g2 would be best. King captures on g2 would be best for white, and then bishop captures, best move black can play in the position. And now pawn captures on g5 would be best for white, and now there is no way to stop checkmate on the very next move. So it does make sense that the Grandmaster did resign this game. Yeah, there's no way to stop the pawn to start with. What is black going to do about it? You can't get behind it. Nobody can get there in time. It's all too late. So yeah, it is mate in 6. So it does make sense that this Grandmaster resigned the game to Lu Miaoyi. I was so happy to find that game. I'm looking forward to her playing some more tournaments. She has played 2 tournaments already this month, so I should be happy, but I'm always looking for more. Please like and subscribe, as I will be making new game reviews every day, covering a lot of Lu Miaoyi's games as well as other masters. Please let me know if there's any other masters you think I should cover. Thank you for joining me. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.